y'all. Come on in and join us for another episode of How Do We Heal? And today, listen, baby, we are about to sip tea and pontificate with my homegirl, my sister, my dear friend, the Briana Cooper of the Cooper Group. Hey, girl.
Hi, I love that introduction. Yes.
Mm.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming and joining us because, we have these deep conversations all the time, one on one. And we always say, man, this definitely needs to be something that we share. And
Yes,
so now we're in that space. We can open up and hopefully we can dive deep and shine a light for other people. You ready?
and help them heal.
Come on.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. All right. So tell me a little bit about your story. Who is Brianna?
My story. I feel as if Brianna is a survivor,
Mm,
a thriving survivor.
mm,
Not one I just feel like I've been through so much and I've I don't know, conquered it. So I
yeah.
just feel like I don't know, I feel like everyone is though. Like we all go through so much. So I personify myself as like a walking survivor, just,
Mm, mm.
as thriving though.
So let's talk about some of the things that you survived.
Okay, sure.
So this season, we are focused on sexual abuse
Mhm.
and healing from that. Have there
Mm.
been some moments in your life where you or someone close to you have been sexually abused?
Mhm. Yeah. So for me personally, it started when I was a little girl. I used to go and visit my dad's,
Mm-hmm,
and when I visited him, my brother had a friend.
mm-hmm,
And every time I went over there, the friend would always come and mess with me and do stuff to me. And it was very I didn't know better. I was like maybe what 5 or 6 at the time.
mm-hmm,
And my brother is almost 10 years older than me.
mm-hmm.
So the boy was his age. And
Yeah.
so
So around 15
mhm,
and you're like
mhm.
5.
Yeah, yep.
Mhm.
And it happened all the time. I live with my mom, so it was just when I went over my dad's house for the weekend, and I never told anyone.
Like, how did it start? Was it like roughhousing plan, or did he just whip his thing out? Like, how did it start?
Honestly, I do not remember.
Mm.
I do not remember how it started. I just know every time he came around me, I would wet the bed.
Oh,
And so that actually transferred into me growing up. I was wetting the bed for a long time, longer than what I should have been. And I think that had a lot to do with it because
mm.
of me going through that traumatic experience at such a young
God,
age.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I feel as if I'm just thankful I didn't really know how bad it was
Mhm.
too, if that makes sense. Cause now looking back, I can see how it affected me, but I think then if I knew, I think it would be even worse.
Yeah,
Just knowing what was being done or what had been done to me,
yeah.
it actually I forgot about it.
Mm,
That's what's crazy. The guy who did it to me, he kinda disappeared off the face of earth, I would say,
mhm,
because I didn't hear his name or anything like that again, but then recently, I wanna say within the last, 10 years or so, he came up on a news article because he did something amazing with
mhm,
basketball. I
mhm,
think he was a coach or something,
mhm.
and I seen his face. And that was, the first
Mm.
time that I, seen his face
Were
since
you
being
triggered?
yeah. Yeah, and that's when I told my whole family, I told everybody. So it was, years later, I'm an
So you
adult.
never told anybody
No.
about what was going on when you were 5. You held that.
Mhm. I didn't think I didn't know it was bad. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just know that you wetted the bed and you felt uncomfortable around him.
Yeah, I mean, I remember he would do things to me and,
Mm,
with his penis and stuff like
mm.
that. I just don't remember, when it started or, really specific details, but I remember I never really wanted to go over there,
Oh.
but, I had to, so,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. I'm
yeah.
sorry. That's just devastating. I keep hearing this story over and over again. So far, we've talked to so many different people, and a lot of them remember it starting at 5 years old. And I
Mhm.
really don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old daughter, she's about to be 15, and she doesn't go over people's houses because of it.
Mm,
She can't go to sleepovers. I mean, in her entire life, she's been to 2. But, I just know how malicious people are. I
mhm.
mean, really people who are close to you.
Yeah.
Um, I have a niece who was molested by her stepfather.
Oh,
So, it's just but I'm glad I went through it so I could protect her and she don't have to
yeah,
go through it. So I'll put myself in a line of fire any day for my
yeah.
child just so I can have the experience and learn from it so she didn't have to.
And with your niece, and I don't know why I'm just getting a little emotional just to hear that because
Yeah.
it's just generations of women being impacted by
Yeah.
the same thing and generations of people.
Yeah.
When
Women.
you all found out with your niece,
Mhm.
did she come out and tell you?
Yeah, so she came out, she actually went to the police,
Mhm,
but it was a really, really sad situation, because her mother didn't believe her. And so though my niece started the initial report and all of that, she recanted her statement so that she wouldn't have to be from her point of view, she told me that she would be breaking up the family.
mm,
Because if the stepfather was, put in jail, then you know, the brother would have to move away and all of this. So, it was a really eye-opening experience because a lot of times we always like, "Why you didn't tell somebody? Why you didn't tell someone?" But I literally watched and seen someone who did tell
mhm,
everyone, and in my opinion, it killed her.
mm,
Going your entire life and I feel like when you speak up about someone doing something to you and no one believes you, I think that every day is like
yeah,
can be decaying, especially your own parent, you
yeah.
know? So,
How did that impact her life?
it impacted her greatly. It impacted her greatly. She was such a light, but I seen so much darkness in her as well.
Mhm,
Um, yeah, I hate to speak for her,
yeah,
but from what I can see in being her aunt and being very close to her, um, I feel like it just took a lot of confidence away from her.
mm.
Um,
So insecure,
yeah.
struggle with self-esteem
Struggle with
issues.
self-esteem issues, had trouble with men,
Mm,
using her. Her child's father introduced her to drugs,
mm,
and, I mean, I just feel like, if she hadn't have been through all of those things that pushed her down, like, all her life, she would've
mhm,
been able to stand up for herself and see more value in herself than what she did.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
That is devastating.
It's a miracle I'm even talking and not crying.
I know,
It's a
and
big
I
miracle.
know that
It's a big miracle
because
right
I'm
now.
feeling emotional, but I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
Oh gosh. And you know what the beautiful thing is? You can speak on her behalf because you know her,
yeah,
and
yeah.
somebody has to be her
You're
voice.
right, you're right. She actually wrote a book,
What's it called?
Someone You Know, and
Mm,
she basically talked about her being molested, and she named it Someone You Know because it's just like it's a everyday, like we're talking about.
happens to
It happens to
everybody.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon, y'all should go.
What's her name?
Her name is Janae Pender.
Yes, Someone
You know.
You Know
Mhm.
by Janae Pender.
Yes.
It's a real story about her life
Yes. Yes, it's
and the
about
things
her
that
life.
she endured. She's a survivor.
Yes, she is. But yeah, so I don't know. That's why I'm like, whatever we go through, we just gotta find the good out of it, find a way to make it seem worth it. Hate to say that.
Mm,
But we have to find a purpose.
yeah.
'Cause I feel like when we don't, I think that's when it kinda dwells and decays and
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I try to find purpose in everything. I go out and I go get hit by a car, I promise you, I'm thinking, "Oh, well, maybe it stopped me from doing something else or,
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
a worse mistake." I'm
Yeah.
always trying to
Finding
be
the silver
optimistic.
lining.
Yes, about
My mom calls
everything.
it finding your acres of diamonds in every situation.
Yes. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. Yes,
Yeah.
I am so like that.
Yeah.
My daughter is too. It's beautiful how, I don't know, you see your children, like, become like you. Real quick, this is so sidebar, but
Mhm.
yesterday, she was going to church with my father,
Mhm.
and my dog had ran out to use the restroom like he normally does, but
Mhm.
long story short, she couldn't find him.
Mhm.
And she called me panicking, "I can't find the dog, can't find the dog," and I'm like, "Just, relax, whatever, go find him." And then she calls back after she finds him, and she's like, "Mama," this is like 30 minutes later, "Mama, you know what? I think that that was the devil. He was trying to stop me from going to church. I said,
Oh,
because last night I stayed up all night last night praying.
mm,
I said I was gonna get up and go to church. I don't care how tired I was gonna get or
wow.
how tired I was, but I could see she's trying to find like the positive. Like, why did this happen? Like,
Yeah,
find the purpose, and then I feel like that
yeah.
helps you throughout the day. After she said that, I could tell she was no longer bothered.
Yes, the weight lifted from
Yes,
her.
yes, yes.
She kinda processed it.
Ye
So, jumping back
mm,
into your relationship with your niece,
mhm,
what do you think could have been done differently that could have potentially impacted her life, the outcomes? What could How could she have been handled differently? What are some things that you think, just, from you being her aunt,
mhm.
things that could have happened that could have shifted the trajectory of her life?
For sure, her mother believing her.
Mm.
I feel like that alone could have done wonders. I don't know if there's any young girls that are gonna watch this podcast and think about, like and who've been there, because I know that there are women, unfortunately, who just do not like their daughters. There is a issue with some mothers who just don't like their daughters. I
Are
don't know
they in
what it is.
competition with them,
I don't
or
know
what?
what it is. Thankfully, I've never experienced it
Mhm.
personally, but I see it.
You seen it.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it, and those girls who have to live through that is who I'm talking to right now. Um, like no one really understands you because I feel like every I'm so blessed to have the type of mom that I have
Mhm.
that listens to me and believes in me and uplifts me.
Mhm.
But I have literally seen my sister do the opposite
Mm.
to her daughter all her life,
Mm.
you know?
And that wasn't a way that she was raised. That's just
No,
inherently who she
no,
is.
yeah, yeah. And so with that being said, I don't know, I just feel like they have it so much harder. Like, I feel like to like not have your mother by your side. So that is the one thing I feel like that would have changed the entire trajectory of her life. She wouldn't have passed away at 31 for sure if I feel like she had a loving mother.
Mm. Somebody that could be her sounding board, somebody that could be her voice, someone that could be her advocate.
Yeah,
Because even having that in you as an auntie, it still
it's not the
wasn't
same.
able to heal that pain that she had from not receiving that from her
No,
mother.
yes, you are exact. So that's why we're so close, because I always try to come in and fill the gap and do, as much as I can for my niece. And we're only 7 years apart. So it's like one day I'm your auntie, next day I'm your sister type cousin,
Mhm.
we're hanging
Yeah.
out at the same parties and things like that. But all in all, um, yeah, for sure. If yeah, if her I feel like if her mom just believed her in that one incident, like
Now,
that could
what
have
happened
changed.
to him?
Um,
Did he get
oh,
prosecuted?
no,
How
no,
did
no, 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 because she recanted her
She
statement.
recanted her
Mhm.
statement? Was he still with the mother? Was he still around the family dynamic?
Yeah, so the mother, they never divorced or anything. He actually passed in 2008 from, natural causes.
Well, thank God. I mean, I shouldn't say that,
Mm,
should I? Yeah, thank God.
yeah, have you too.
Mm,
Yeah, but yeah, he passed from natural causes in 2008, but yeah, and once that happened, my niece actually moved in with my father, so she left the home.
mm.
Yeah, she left the home, and that actually is so crazy because that caused turmoil, like, looking at it down the road, like, because that really affected her little brother. I
Mm.
found out now later in life. Um, y'all, like, when things happen to one person, it just doesn't affect that one person.
Come on now.
Like, it's
It ripples
so
through the whole
it really
family.
freaking does, and people don't think about that.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't realize how much it affected him, but, after she passed, and he, expressed himself in his anger, and he was angry at his sister for leaving him. You know what I
Whoa.
mean?
So
And
he
he didn't
wasn't angry at
understand.
his father
No,
or
his stepfather,
his
or
stepfather or his
mm-mm,
mother. He was
mm-mm.
angry at his sister because she
Yes,
left him in the situation.
yes,
So
yes.
do you think he was abused too, or you don't really know?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't believe so. But yeah, I
Did
learned
he
that.
know what happened to her?
Yeah, yeah, he was present. I mean,
Yeah, he
yeah,
knew
yeah, he
during
was
that time?
present. I don't know. I can't say if he believed her or not. I can't speak
Yeah.
on the yes or no on that,
Yeah.
but I know her mother didn't for sure. But yeah, I mean, just as a little child, and I thought about it like he was a little boy, and my niece, my sister used to treat her like Cinderella. So my niece cleaned, cooked, fed him,
Yeah.
bathed him, did everything,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden she's gone.
Yeah.
And so he took it offensive, like, "You left me,"
He
when in
felt
fact,
abandoned.
yeah, she and I had to explain to as an adult, but it's still hard to understand, I can tell, but, like, she was, like, leaving to save herself. It wasn't
Yeah.
about you. But it still so it's just it affects everybody in the
Mm.
family when things like that happen.
So what can we do? Because there's somebody listening.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. You don't have all the
Mhm.
answers. But together,
Yes.
we have the ability to be able to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what are some things that we can do? Like let's say if we could go back in time and change it and someone who has been molested or sexually abused says, "Hey, this has happened to me." What do you think the first thing it is that they need to hear?
That you were made for this. Whatever that you go through, whatever that you have to endure, it is never too much. You were made for this. I can't promise you that it's not gonna happen again.
Mhm,
I can't promise you it's not gonna hurt. I cannot
mhm,
promise you, anything, but I know for a fact that you're made for it.
mhm,
You are designed and built to handle anything that
mhm.
comes your way.
Mm,
So that is what I would say.
mhm. And see, in that moment, the first thing that I would say to somebody as soon as they say that it's happened is I don't even know if I would use words first. I
Mm,
would probably just embrace them.
mm,
I think I would turn into that nurturer and hug them and let them know that you are not alone, that I am sorry that this happened to you. You do not deserve this, but this is not the sum of your story.
mhm.
It's just the beginning, and we can move forward from this.
Yes.
We can heal from this.
I just think it's so beautiful. I think pain is so beautiful. I think
Mm.
trial and things that we go through, I mean, it literally is building us. I know I wouldn't be who I am today if I haven't been through the things
I'm
that I've
trying to
been
tell
through.
you. I'm trying to tell
Like,
you.
my character, just, being there for people and when they don't even know it, like, it's just because of what I've been through.
Mhm.
If life was easy, I know for a fact I wouldn't be like this,
It helps you
So
be
it's
more
kind
compassionate,
Yes!
more in touch, more mindful of other people around you.
That's how my mother raised me, is on
Mm.
empathy. Like, she's
Yeah.
so big about that, being
Yeah.
compassionate and, giving people grace and, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we we have to tap into, like, knowing who we really are too,
Yeah.
because I feel like when you know your source and when you really channel that, honestly,
Yeah.
when things do happen to you that are bad or you may perceive them to be bad or
Mhm.
whatever, like, you won't be really phased by it that
Mhm.
much. Like, I know, like, I'm working on myself, but I know who I am too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know if I eat right,
Yeah.
do what I need to do and eat clean, I know I can move this glass on this table. Like, I
Hello.
know I am
Yes.
made, literally, I'm a God. Like, I know
Yeah.
who I am, but it's like when people don't know that,
Mhm.
they let other things overshadow them and
Mhm.
they can never tap into, their true identity. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I definitely am with empathy and, hugging someone and letting
Yeah.
them know, like, I would do that as well, Jenny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just want people to know, like, you are it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are literally it.
Yeah.
You are enough.
Yeah.
You are enough, and you don't need anyone else to validate that.
Yeah. And I think hearing that over and over again in different arenas, because sometimes we be listening to music and hearing what our family is saying to us and not realizing that we are programming ourselves to think horribly, to
Yeah.
think horrible things about ourselves, and that shows up in our everyday walk. And
Mhm.
so I think that the people that don't get the nurturing and the love and the support that they need as children,
Yes.
they got to get it from the rest of the village. You know how they used to say it takes a village to raise a child?
Yes.
And I think that we think that we've gotten so grown that we are no longer need our village, right? We're so instead of us thinking from a community perspective, from us having that tribe mentality, we're focused on the individual. I got this, I could do this myself. Where no, it's a collective effort.
Mhm.
It is a collective effort. It takes an entire village of people because you were there when I was triggered a couple of years ago when I was re-triggered. I think I called and told you something happened to me. I heard something on the I read something in the newspaper
Uh-huh.
that re-traumatized me, and it took me about a year. And not only then, one of the sisters that was doing, you remember we were doing the healing
Mhm. Mhm.
circles, one of the sisters that came was murdered by her husband.
Mm.
That triggered me. Both of those things put me in a horrible headspace. So although I knew who I was called to be, it almost made me feel like I was that same 5-year-old girl who had
Mhm.
been molested for the first
Mhm.
time.
Mhm. You
It
needed your tribe.
Yeah,
Yes,
and the
yes, you really
people
did.
around
Yes,
me,
yes.
rallying around me, being able to
Mhm.
call and talk to my good friends who are
Mhm.
loving and compassionate and supportive, being able to hang out and laugh and go out and have fun with you guys,
Mhm.
being able to even when we get together, play the singing bowls,
Yes.
talk, all of those things were like therapy for me. So although I went to therapy,
Yes.
I knew that I needed to have a
Yes.
therapist.
You was
That village and that tribe
was
around me,
therapy.
that was part of my therapy as
I'm so
well.
glad you brought that up too,
Yeah.
because I think sometimes we overcomplicate healing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just go outside, walk in the grass barefooted, go
Yes.
hug a tree,
Go hug a tree. I just told him to hug a tree.
go cry. You
Yes.
know,
Cry it
like
out.
it's healing. There's no right, wrong. There's no manual.
It's no blueprint.
Just do something.
Yeah.
I think that's part of healing.
Yeah.
I think when you
Yeah.
and even when you're doing nothing, you're still choosing to do the nothing, so that's
Yeah.
still doing something, if that
And
makes
let
sense.
yourself do nothing.
Yeah.
Don't be in
Yeah.
your mind like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do
Yes.
that. Oh, I shouldn't be laying here that long. No, let yourself rest.
But you're
Let
you're
yourself be
mindfully
still.
doing that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yes.
Being
Yes.
mindful,
Yes.
great point.
Yes.
And another thing, when someone is dealing with a lot of anxiety and stress and depression, for me, the first thing that kind of goes haywire is my house.
Mhm.
Things it get a little darker. I keep my blinds closed. I let my dishes pile up,
Mhm.
laundry piles up. And what immediately clears my mind is when I open up the windows and I let light in. That may be the best thing that I can do. That may be all I have. This week I can open the windows. All
Mhm.
right, now I'm feeling a
Mhm.
little bit better. Now I can
Mhm.
tackle the dishes.
Mhm.
Now, okay, my dish is good. Oh, I'm in a rhythm. Now let me go ahead and wash these clothes.
Yeah.
And piece by piece, bit by bit, I'm bringing myself back to wholeness by doing simple tasks. And sometimes people can be in a way, and I've seen this,
I'm listening.
where they have gotten so severely depressed that their house is a complete wreck. My idea of my house being untidy is a little bit different than what I've seen. I have seen and been in relationship with people whose house were like it looked like something off of Hoarders.
Mm.
But instead of me rushing into judgment, oh, her house nasty. Oh, they know they need to be how they living like that.
Mhm.
I had to train myself to say, how can I help?
Mhm.
What do I need to do? Wait a minute. This person is crying out for help and they may not even know it.
And you're here for a reason.
And we're here for a reason.
Yes.
So let's work
Yes.
collectively. And sometimes it takes somebody else to readjust another person's crown. That's
That's
literally
why
it.
God put more than one person on earth.
Yes, no
Like,
man
we
is an
need
island.
other people's points of views.
Yes.
I feel like if we only had ourselves to, like, evaluate, I
Mhm.
don't know, that would be really not I don't think that would be the most truthful experience,
and
I
we
feel
wouldn't
like.
grow.
Yeah.
We would be stagnant
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you just don't
100%.
know
Because
what
you
you
just
don't
like
know.
yeah, yeah.
And we are having our own life experiences. We're
Yes,
learning different lessons
yes,
at different times.
yes.
And so if we can bring our life experiences together and we can keep wise counsel with each other,
Mhm.
I think we can overcome anything.
I agree. And I mean, I'm just thinking of something as simple as you may have an experience of going out on this street in front of us, and this one light is 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
So guess what? You always turn right and then go another way because you
Yeah.
want to. For me, not having that experience,
You sitting at
y-
that
y-
5 minute light
girl, when
instead
I
of going
just could,
around.
it's just,
Yeah.
and it's just like we look at people and assume that we know their qualifications or
Yeah.
what they may know or what they may have experience in,
Hmm.
and we don't. And that, my friend, is what's beautiful.
Come on. So are you
Because you
saying
never
don't
know.
judge
You
a
better
book by
not.
its
You
cover?
better not.
You never know.
'Cause you're just setting yourself up for failure, in my opinion.
Come on now.
Because
Now that was
we're
word.
so multifaceted. Like
Yes,
we
we
are
are.
all amazing humans, and
Yeah.
I know our experience. Like there's no way I can experience everything that you have. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way you can do. But when we come together and we can talk about them, like girl, I went
Yes.
through this. I went through that.
Yeah.
Like what? I feel
Yeah.
like I went through it too.
Come on now, because I told you about the lesson I learned from you. Now, I'm not going to go into it, but I told you
Yeah,
about the lesson that I learned. Something happened
yeah,
to you, and it impacted me in such a way that I changed the way that
yeah.
I handle myself going
And it's
forward
so
just
beautiful.
based off of something that happened to
Yes,
you.
yes.
And it's like you can learn, or what they say, a wise man learns from somebody else's mistake.
Yes, 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 yes.
So it's important because you never know.
That's why that
You
tribe
just
is important.
come on.
And coming and building a community is
Yes.
so important.
And showing up. Can we just touch? We're gonna wrap up here soon, but I want to talk about the power of love and forgiveness.
Mm.
Now
We
breezy.
gotta
Now
talk
you see,
about the
I said
second part.
breezy. Now breezy. Now
Yes,
breezy.
yes.
Listen.
Mm.
Now you know we had us a moment, honey.
Mhm.
We had a moment, y'all. We wasn't even friends for how long?
2
It was
years?
about 2 years.
Yeah.
We was mad at each other. We loved each other.
Mhm.
But we was mad at each other.
Mhm.
And you know how women be all petty, don't want to talk. And Brianna get mad if I don't like a picture.
Yep,
Because you was being petty.
yep.
But you know what? I ended up going through a breakup. And in that moment, I know a lot of people, but I couldn't think of
Mm.
anybody else that I could call to be my sister, to hold me down, to not judge me, to show up, no questions asked,
Mhm.
like you, and I love you,
I love
and I
you.
thank you for that.
I love
There is so much power in forgiveness because I don't even know what we was arguing about, something stupid and something petty that was so minuscule.
you.
And I think that we let that stuff get in the way of building real solid sisterhoods. And I don't know why I'm so emotional about this. Sisterhoods and friendship. I know why I'm emotional because that meant so much to
Yeah.
me. And I may not be able to articulate how much something means to me all the time. That's why I just pour out love the way that I do. But that meant the world to me because I didn't even have to really talk.
Yeah.
All I did was say, Brianna, I need you.
Mhm.
And you was at my door.
Mhm.
Just like that.
Always.
That
Always.
and that's the power of sisterhood
Yeah.
and love. To me, that's love in action. And I told you, I love that about you because I watched you drive 4 hours working. I don't know how you did it, through the mountains driving to show up for somebody that you love. Somebody that you loved that had showed you that they didn't have the capacity to love you in the way that you deserve to be loved, to advocate for you and to show up for you in the way that you deserve to be showed up for. But guess what? You didn't say, well, you didn't do this for me, so I'm not showing up for you. You didn't even, that thought didn't even enter your
Yeah.
mind. You were in the car driving with your friend, your baby, and your laptop, ready to
Mm,
go and be present for them. To me, that is a love in action.
mm.
People say I love you all the time,
It won't
but
move a
love is an
muscle.
action word.
Mhm,
It is an
mhm.
action word.
It's showing up.
It is.
It's showing up for sure. It
Yes.
is.
That's what I love about you.
I just love you so much because you always remind me, like, you know how we just go through life, do, 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 do,
Yeah,
do.
just being.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to get those reminders, like, yeah, I did do that, didn't I? I did drive
I'm a
4.5
mirror.
hours working remotely.
Hello, I'm a whole mirror.
Oh
I
my
was in shock.
goodness. What? Ah, girl. That man.
Girl,
Mm.
won't love do it to you?
Love will do it.
I'm
Love will
telling you.
definitely do it. I'm so thankful that I was able to break that chain.
Yeah.
Um, and speaking of love and forgiveness, I want to speak on the forgiveness portion a little bit because that is something that I think I'm working on the most. Is
Yeah.
forgiving people who've done me wrong.
Yeah.
Um, and I just want to put out there in the atmosphere that I want to do better.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm not gonna keep getting played either.
Hello.
Like,
It's a
I
fine
am
line.
when you just said that, like, "You do this," it made me in my head think, like, "Yeah, and I've been getting ran over," like, but not
Yeah.
seriously,
Yeah.
but, like, I am really putting my foot down with my
Yeah.
peace,
Yeah.
and, like, people I just feel like, y'all ain't finna keep like, if you allow people to keep playing with you,
They
they
will.
will never stop.
Come on.
And I used to care about how it would look as if I cut someone off
Yeah.
because of that, and now I don't.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna like, it's you never gonna win anybody like, everybody, like,
Mhm.
everybody's gonna
Everybody's not for you.
you know?
Everybody is not your tribe.
And so I
And
was
everybody
like
does not deserve. See, I think you should forgive everybody, but you can cut the access.
yeah, for
But
sure.
you know what? We could be here talking all day long. All day long. And you know we'll do it.
We will.
So I need you to come back.
I will. Anytime.
Girl, I
Anytime.
need you back so that we can
Anytime.
dive deep because there's so many different topics that are parallel to what we're discussing now
Yeah.
that I think would be really good.
Yes.
But we're going to wrap up for the day.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
we can
you.
keep talking, but we're going to wrap them up
Look,
for the day.
we gonna cut the lights, cameras
Cut the
off.
lights and let's get deep. But no, I thank you guys so much for joining us, so much for sharing your time with us. Thank you for laughing, crying, and rejoicing with us. Make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe so that we can stay connected and we can build our tribe together. I love you. Thank you so much. Bye.